Hello friends, Namaskar. Friends, I started teaching you on a subject, planets and children, that how timings of birth of the children can be estimated through the parents' horoscope. And in my last video, I showed you the birth of the first child through the example and also explained you the rules. All the rules were relating to the birth chart of parents and the child. But for the second child, for the birth of the second child, I gave you the horoscope as a homework for you people. So, some of the people must have solved it, but there are few queries who are asking, Ma'am, what about the second child? So, today I shall be explaining the birth of the children of the second child in the horoscope of the parents and the genetical connection between the parents and the child. So let us once again revise the rule so that you can understand it in a good way, good manner. You can understand it easily. So what are the rules? Quickly I will revise them. Rule number 1, Saturn should have aspected the 5th house or the 5th lord, 9th house or the 9th lord within the 9 months of the birth of the child through direct motion or the retrograde motion, in which case it will give effect from the previous house also. Means whether the planet is direct or retrograde, it will give effect. Rule number 2, Jupiter also should have aspected Saturn, Jupiter also should have aspected any of the 4 above mentioned points within 9 months of the birth of the child. Rule number 3, Mars should have aspected any of the above 4 given points but within 75 days. Rule number 4, the moon should have aspected any of the above 4 points or lagna or the moon of the parents but within 72 hours. So now let us relate our rules with the birth of the second child. See, this is the horoscope of mother and this is the horoscope of the father, which I told you in the last video. The birth of the mother was on 21st October 1979, 8:40 a.m. Delhi, and birth of the father was 1st November 1978, 8:20 a.m. Delhi. So both have the same lagna, 8 here, Scorpio lagna. Now let us see the connection of Saturn with 5th or 9th, 9 months before the birth of the child. This is the child's horoscope and the child was born on 2nd July 16 hours Sydney. This is the horoscope of the second child. At that time, in 2015, Saturn was retrograde in Scorpio, so it was giving the effect from Libra also, and Jupiter was in Cancer. Mars was in Mithun at the time of the birth, but 75 days prior to childbirth it was in Taurus. And similarly, moon here is in Sagi, but 72 hours before the childbirth it was in Scorpio. So let us verify the aspect and our rules, that Saturn should aspect either 5th house, 5th lord, or 9th house or 9th lord. So Saturn was retro, Saturn was here in Libra. Yes. Saturn was in Scorpio at the time of childbirth. So, and it was retro, so it was giving the effect of Libra also. So from Libra, let us see the aspect. Saturn from here is having the 10th aspect here on 9th house. So connecting the 9th house and fulfilling our rule that Saturn should aspect 9th house within 9 months before the child birth. Saturn from here is aspecting this Rashi, Mool Trikon Rashi of 5th Lord. 5th Lord is Jupiter and its Mool Trikon Rashi is this. So by third aspect, Jupiter is connecting to this Rashi and thereby 5th house also. Means our rule for Saturn aspect on 5th and 9th, even if it aspects one of them, 1 point, then also it's okay. But here it is aspecting both the places, and because both parents have the same lagna, so the transit will be same for both of them. Now let us see for Jupiter. Jupiter is here in Cancer Rashi. See, at the time of birth, Jupiter was in Cancer, but prior to 9 months, because almost Jupiter stays in a Rashi for 1 year. So Jupiter was here, and before 9 months of birth child, it was in 9th house of the mother. From here it was aspecting 5th house also. Yes, 7th, 8th and 9th aspect. From 9th aspect it was covering 5th also. So our another rule, second rule, that Jupiter should aspect 5th and 9th, this is also verified from here. Now Mars is in at childbirth time it was in Gemini, but before 75 days, because Mars stays in one Rashi for 45 days, it was in Taurus. So from Taurus, Mars is aspecting, from here it is aspecting lagna. Yes, and also let us see whether 5th house or 9th house. Yes, from here Mars is aspecting by 4th aspect Jupiter, which is 5th lord. So our third condition is also fulfilled. Now let us see for moon. At childbirth, moon was here in Sagi Rashi, 9 Rashi, but before 72 hours it was in Scorpio. So Scorpio Rashi here is in lagna, so connecting with the lagna. It means that our all the four conditions of Jupiter, Saturn, Mars and Moon are getting fulfilled for the second child as well. So friends, hope you like my video, and as per your wish, I give another example of the second child. So if you like my video, kindly share it and please do subscribe so that my moral is boosted. So kindly share and wait for the next video by connecting it to the transit, dasha and then together with the Navansha and Saptamansha. So I am going to make a third video also in relation to the childbirth. Thank you very much for watching my video so patiently.